Is it or is it not a benefit to be female when it comes to car shopping? I have heard this both ways, but to help us understand why it's a myth and why it shouldn't matter is our auto informer, David Moss from Moss Nissan. David, how you been?
Good. Thanks for having me. You doing all right?
I am. Always enjoy when you're here because I feel like I can be real with you and I can really have you debunk some of the myths that I've had.
Absolutely.
And I love that about, the car business because I feel like there are several times when maybe I'll send my husband to do something or I'll do something and we kind of play into these stereotypes. So first, why do you think there is this stereotype that being female will somehow change your car shopping experience?
Yeah, I honestly think it's from years ago in the car business, and it hasn't been. I've been in the car business for 30 years, and it hasn't been that way. So it must have been something in the 60s and 70s. I started in the early 90s, and we sell a majority of our cars to women. I think they make 51% of the purchase decisions on buying a car are done by the wife or women in general. So I think it really is just a myth. I mean, women do more research. They come in and have a better understanding of what they should pay. Where men, for me, I'm an impulsive buyer. So if I go in, I'm like, I don't want to be here all day. So where women will come in, and a lot of times they take their time and they know exactly what they want when they get there, and they know what they should pay, and actually makes our job a little bit easier. So.
Interesting. I would thought it was the opposite. I thought, I go into a mall, I impulse buy a pair of shoes, but you're saying when it comes to car buying, though, women tend to do their research.
They do their research, yeah. So I tell you, majority of the purchase decisions on cars are made by women. So.
What about when it comes to service? This is another one that there's kind of a myth out there that if you have to get your car serviced, send the guy because maybe they can explain a little bit more what has to be done and maybe not be taken advantage of. Again, this is all, myth, so help us out.
We hear that too, but none of that's true either. I mean, you think about it, cars years ago, you can open a hood and you could work on a car. The parts were a little bit bigger. They were, turning wrenches. Now everything's computerized. So anybody lifts the hood of the car and acts like they know more than we know. It's a little comical. Everything's kind of done by what the factory recommends, and certain miles on a car, what you need to have done. So it's pretty much laid out there. You could go online yourself and find out, hey, when you get to certain miles, what service you should have done. So, and then we show you at our dealership, Moss Nissan, we actually take you back to service and show you the part that's broke. So we don't hide anything. So men or women, it wouldn't matter. Everybody's treated the same.
Can I still use that as a reason, though, to send my husband and not have to do it myself?
Oh, I don't blame you, So I still send my wife.
Hey! Well, David, we're taking a look there at your service. And again, I know you're really proud of your showroom and your service. And I want to give you a chance to kind of brag on what you're able to do right now.
Well, we're real excited about the new store we built. We just built this new store in Newport Richey. And from the time you come in to the time you leave, you don't feel like you're in a car dealership. And we've got hardwood down, hardwood ceilings, got a huge customer lounge. Everything kind of just flows together. I know you've been in the store a couple times, and we just want the customer to feel like they're at home when they're at the dealership, and we want them to be able to leave and say, hey, I felt good about being there. As good as you can feel when you're getting your car serviced. You're not at a spa, but I mean, it's still, you want them to be comfortable while they're there.
Oh, I was going to say, not at the spa, but it is still very nice. I do like that analogy. And again, you do take care of all cars. We need to point that out as well.
We work on all make and model vehicles.
And you take care of both men and women, to get back to the topic, right?
I think we do, yeah.
David, always appreciate when you come in. And again, what is the best way for people to learn about what you're able to do and how, most importantly, you're able to help those at home?
I tell you, I'd go to mossnissan.com. Everything's right there.
There you go. There's the phone number. And, of course, their location in Newport Richey. Now open. Exciting things going on with David Moss. Thank you again.